5 phases of the optimized methodology. Blueprint is arguably the most important because it's the part of the methodology where we sit down with the customer and we talk about what functionality is going to be activated within the application.
How our overall company is structured, how our overall organization will be structured, how our cost centers will be defined, how our profit centers will be defined, how our sales organization will be represented, so how our human resources organization will be represented.
This really sets expectations for the entire project. We have to be able to tell when the project will end. In the blueprint phase is the phase where we determine what does the goal line look like.
Of all the phases in the optimized methodology, the blueprint phase is the most critical and time-consuming. During this phase, it's vital that the implementation team establishes a clear and productive dialogue with all stakeholders. So this project will impact virtually every facet of Optimal's day-to-day operations. So this translates into speaking with and listening to executives and staff from all of Optimal's operational departments and business areas. This includes functional departments such as finance, sales, human resources, as well as those who process time and expense reports. This also would include Optimal's various legal entities, including Optimal's U.S. operations, government operations, as well as our international operations such as Canada, India, and Germany. The practice areas, including large enterprise, small enterprise, and public sector, also need to be involved, as well as any consulting services around system integrations, optimization services, and application management and support services. As you can see, this means many meetings. These include one-on-one meetings with key stakeholders, numerous group or departmental meetings, as well as several interdepartmental meetings. The key to efficiency here is to keep the meetings as goal-focused as possible. So each meeting needs to have a clearly defined agenda and someone who can make sure that that agenda is adhered to. From project kickoff to the completion phase, we've logged dozens and dozens of meetings, but this is time very well spent. Any missteps made during the blueprint phase will become embarrassingly obvious during subsequent phases, and as the project continues to progress, the cost for addressing these issues becomes greater and greater.
In the end, we blueprinted 5 core processes like sales contract management, financials, and time and expense processing, spanning across 42 business scenarios that were built and tested across 2 legal entities, 23 profit centers, and 46 cost centers. From a human resources perspective, we implemented personnel administration procedures to manage the process from hiring all the way through separation for any of Optimal's 350 plus employees. Blueprinting was an arduous process, but the team is excited that we now have a quantifiable goal and we can move ahead.
That's why we put this extra review in to ensure that we've met your needs, that you understand what we're about to build, and that you agree with it.
It sounds great. You guys have done a great job, and I'm ready to move on to realization.